since that redstone energy cell is going down the rate it is, I think it's time to see about an alternate power source for it. That's not enough tin. That's not metals. There's tin. Okay. So I'm thinking, go ahead and, well, in here I've got a MFE, and yeah, in here I've got energy crystals that hold the 600,000 EU that was in it. I've also got another generator and a plentiful supply of blaze rods. So I'm thinking to make up 2 electrical engines. These guys. No, these guys. So that's a couple of tin gears. Well, each. A piston, glass, and tin. So, alright, let's get a couple of pistons. And I know I made up some extras, but why not? I know I'm going to need them. No, not yet. Let's get the tin gears made up. All right, tin around stone. Okay. And then it's just glass, piston, and tin. Alrighty. Alright, there's engines. How am I fixed for wire, cable, and what have you? Okay. That's some gold cable. Do I have any glass fiber around here? Probably not. And I really don't want to spend diamonds at this point until Turtle gets down to work and finds some more. I'll just use the gold. It'll handle it. Okay, I need the low voltage transformer, the MFE, and the energy crystals. And the industrial craft wrench, just in case the crescent hammer won't do the job. Now, this is a temporary setup, so I know it's going to look ugly, so I don't care. Because it's temporary, I really don't care how it looks. Alright, we will pop the MFE 1 block higher. Alright, there's the output spot on that. There's, okay. That's not what I wanted. Shift right click to flip that around so that the high voltage side is up there. Okay, let's go get a bat box. I believe there's one of those in here. There we go. And let's just, for the sake of uniformity, output face on the bottom. And electrical engines. Wait a minute. I have one more energy conduit. I don't want to use that. Not if I can help it. Alright, let's just take this sucker off of here for right now. Electrical engine here and here. Whack it with the wrench. Get out our 4 pieces of gold cable. Alright, all we need to do now is throw some power in here. There we go. These should now be running. Well, the bat box is charging. No fuel. Has fuel. It's called electrical power. Okay. The system is working because the bat box is charged from the MFV through the LV transformer, which means I am in fact connected to the output slot on that. These machines are electrical engines. It does have power. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think of that. Redstone signal. Let's get a couple of levers. Oh, I had something in there. Oh well. Okay, that's outputting 2 MJ a tick. Put the cable back. And now this one is outputting 2 MJ a tick. And I believe this machine uses about 4 MJ a tick. Maximum power 4 MJ a tick. There we go. So these guys can power this thing. Of course, it's going to need more power up there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these energy crystals in here and get this MFE set up. And while that one's draining, we have another generator. There's a couple of stacks of blaze rods to power that generator. Alright, now there will be all the power that system needs to keep producing all of the sand. 64 stacks of sand is quite a lot. And that's mainly what I'm going to be doing for quite a while here. Just kind of babysitting the quarry, going over here every now and then to pick up the loot from there and bring a fresh batch of cobblestone back here to be processed into sand. I know I could find a desert somewhere, but that could take a long time, and I don't want to take that long. I want to get this job going. All right. Okay, this is better than using the energy cell, and when the energy cell is not, when this thing is no longer using the power, these things can recharge it. Granted, slowly in their current condition because I don't have any upgrade boards on there. Turn that back on. I don't have any upgrade circuit boards in there, but that can change over time. All right, I'm going to process the sand, and while that's processing, I'm going to work out in my head just exactly how to go about building and where to build and what not, do what I need to in order to build the machines that are going to turn this sand into silicon plates. All right, I've just made the long walk from my place back towards spawn to the nether hub, and I've come down here, and I believe this is the portal I need to get to the end, and the sort of kind of ender farm that is available there. Described, I believe I've seen it described as a derp ender farm. Hello. Okay, I may be lagging here. Yep. Okay. I'm in. Alright, now, this 1 block wide pathway. I don't care for 1 block wide pathways. So, knowing about this, I brought some cobble. And I'm going to make this into a walkway that won't make you sick with vertigo to walk on it. I know, I have a jetpack, and if I fall off, I can always just hit spacebar and fly back up, but I don't know, it's the principle of the thing. It makes my nerves rattle something fierce with this 1 block wide pathway, and so I'm going to go ahead and make it wider. I figure why not. So I'm going to do that, and I will catch up with you when I get to the actual ender farming facility. Well, it's taken a little while, but I've got this bridge built out all the way out here to the structure here. Now there is still a bit of 1 block wide with water on the sides, and I'm not going to mess with that right now. Instead, I'm going to get down to the business of what I came here for. Ender pearls. Alright, boys. Line them up. I expect this is going to take a while and be noisy, so I'll be back. Okay, I've been making some progress here. I've come up with, so far, 4 full stacks of ender pearls. And as you can see, I brought some things with me. I even brought a workbench just in case there wasn't one here. I am going to make an ender chest. Wool. I got my blaze rods. I got the obsidian. I guess I didn't mean to bring 4. And I have the chest and, of course, an ender pearl. Now, I'm going to set this thing down right here. And I'm going to apply some dyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use red, white, and black. And now I'm just going to start dumping my prizes in there. Things that I don't need to lose and don't need here, go ahead and dump in there. Like, for example, this stuff. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue until I either run out of food or sword and get as many ender pearls as I can, and then I will break this chest and take a flying leap off the edge. When I get back home, I make another chest with the same color code, and I will have all the contents in it. Isn't it wonderful about ender chests? Alright. Back to the grind. Okay, I have finished up here, and by that I mean I've used up the last of my swords and a good deal of food. Pop the ender pearls in here and this other stuff. And I did realize, as I'm sure astute viewers had already figured out, that there's one little hole in my brilliant plan. It assumes that I have at least one ender pearl back at base with which to construct a new ender chest. But this is not the case. So I'm going to take one stack of these things and I'm going to drop it in here, and then I'm going to break this chest and drop it in there. And I might as well throw the pick in there too. And now I'm going to take a flying leap off the edge. And I will, of course, appear back here at New Home. And the solution there is break the bed and wait for the lag to catch up with me. And as soon as it does, I'll put the bed in a chest, and then I will take another flying leap, this time off of this cliff or into one of those pits, where I will then appear back at spawn. And then, okay, here we go. Well, not in that chest, obviously. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to spawn. Oh, close, but no cigar. Okay, this will take care of it. Poof. And here we are. Back at the Spawn Resource Center, right where I want it to be. Okay, I'm assuming there is still some lag to deal with here. It happens when I change locations by a great amount suddenly. Yeah. Okay, well, when that chest opens, I will begin searching. There are 6 chests here, these 4, and 2 down below and behind, and why they're back there, I don't know. It's very difficult to get stuff out of them. But that's okay. I will go through the chests. I will get my ender chest and so on. As a matter of fact, I ought to pick up a block because, yeah, I need to pick up a block. Any block. That'll do. Because the way this works is once you step down there, it assumes that you have a jetpack with which to get back out. Okay. 1 stack of pearls that I put in the chest there. There. Gotta get down to the bottom one. There's my ender chest. And there's my pick. And I believe that's it. So I will now put my pick in place, and I will just go ahead and netherrack myself out of there. That'll despawn. And now I will head back home to where I need to be. My brilliant plan notwithstanding, I didn't think it through far enough, obviously. But it's not a problem, really. As a matter of fact, I can even set the thing down here and get my food out and the long fall boots and jetpack. And I will be heading back to new home once again. All right, now we get to the part where there's one of the reasons that I wanted the ender pearls for. Not only was it the ender chest, which I am going to be using coming up soon, I think, and that is chunk loader. This device will keep this area loaded so that these machines will continue to function and do their job while I'm offline, and that way this barrel will get filled all that much sooner. And as far as I can tell, I believe I've got just enough cobble in the toppers there, and there's enough power and blaze rods there in the generators, and enough power in the MFE to keep the system running long enough to finish that job of filling that barrel. And now there's the next half of this, because I made two chunk loaders. And this one is going to be set up over here. And I'm going to put this one right over this area here. Because I want this area to be kept loaded while the turtle does its thing. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the lasers on. And let's turn this to a circle, radius 2, so that's 5 chunks. Let's have a fly up here. Let me try turning it down to 1 and see how that looks. I do believe that will keep the whole area loaded. I'm here to mark it out. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 this way. Alright, hover mode off, get up here, have a look. Okay, that area will remain loaded. Excellent. And this will give me the benefit of allowing the turtle to continue running while I'm offline. Okay. Be a little tight here. Alright, looks like I'll be good there. Alright, so we'll set down some barrels. Right there. And now alright, the turtle itself will go down here. Yes, that's right. And a regular chest here. And then we'll put a wooden transport pipe there. and a redstone engine to power it. And then coming off of that, we'll have a diamond transport pipe. And from that, we'll have one side of that will come over here to this golden chest. And the other side, yeah, I'm going to have to, come to think of it, I'm going to need a little bit of cobblestone pipe too, so that things mesh right. Okay, the yellow line will go over here to this chest. The green line we'll take that over here to that chest. Oh, for crying out loud. I see a problem there. And yes, I will turn those lasers off when I'm done here. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and get a little bit more pipe and get this worked out, and I'll be back. Alright, I've got everything situated here. Well, no, not quite. I need a bit of dirt. And I'm going to need a bit of marble. Oh, there's plenty here. Hello. Thank you. Alright, now, get the pipe programmed. Alright, we are sending marble to the first barrel, which is on the yellow path, so we'll put marble here. Middle barrel is on the white path, and that one is getting dirt. And then the green path is going over here to the end barrel, and that one is getting cobble. Oh, not that. That. There. Now, those three items, which are going to be probably the bulk of what comes out of the quarry, will go into barrels. Everything else that isn't filtered will go into this gold chest, which has enough inventory to hold quite a bit. Now all I need to do is pop a torch down here to start the redstone engine going, and start the turtle doing its thing. All right. Chunk loader will keep this area loaded so that the turtle can continue its job and get the whole thing done without me having to be here babysitting it for every minute. And the cobbled dirt and marble will be safely tucked away in barrels. All the other goodies will be in the gold chest, and that will be good, so that when I get back in here, another 25% of this factory area will be dug out, and then I'll later repeat the same procedure over here in this area, get that dug out, and we'll have our 20 by 20 plot that the factory will be built on. Plus we'll have a boatload of raw materials obtained from that. Meanwhile, machinery over here with its chunk loader will continue producing the 64 stacks of sand that I need for the solar panels. And also coming up, I'm going to be doing something with that oil spout right there. Going to be setting up a pump and an array of tanks or some kind or another, and pumping all the oil out of there, setting up a refinery to make that into fuel, because that fuel will be used to power a set of combustion engines that will be providing power for a quarry. Because one of the things that I had done not too long ago, before going off on this little adventure, is, well, the machines at spawn have been responsible for 2 very precious titanium ingots and 5 steel ingots that will be used to make a diamond drill. The diamond drill will be used to make a quarry as soon as I have enough diamonds to do the job. And coming up with those diamonds is a big part of the turtle's job down there, in addition to clearing out plenty of space for the factory. Because it's going to have a 20 by 20 footprint, and anything that requires more space than that will be built downward. And I expect it will end up going down quite a ways. All right, so that's pretty much about the shape of where things are right now. And I'll be sure to check in and see what's going on. The chunk loaders are so that things can continue going, so while I'm not checking in, so I don't have to babysit it every minute. And the rain begins just in time for me to say thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.